Hey there, More here, and thank you for joining me on my channel today. Today we're going to get into an attack-based champion from the Magic Affinity Knight Revenant faction named Magus. Magus has got a surprisingly nice kit, potentially an arena specialist, but an attack-based champion that can help bring utility to your team, to your content. Have you talked about her? Have you got into her? Do you know what she's about? Is she on your team? And why not? So in this video, we're talking about Magus. Magus is a Magic Affinity attack-based champion from the Knight Revenant faction. Her kit has got some utility in it, which is pretty nice, especially for an attack-based, for a DPS champion. She's almost set up kind of like a support. I guess that's why I kind of like her after actually getting into her and building her out a little bit. Because you know me, I like my support champions. I like my tanky champions. I like my utility over my DPS. Just me personally, my personal opinion. We're going to get into her kit in just a second here. Afterwards, we're going to jump into some content. We're going to take her to Ice Golems. And then I'll show you how I've got her built. And potentially what kind of masteries you might want to put on her. So let's get into it. Her A1 attacks one enemy, has a 25% chance of placing a stun debuff for one turn. Book it out. Look at all those. Ends up being a 50% chance to stun an enemy from a rare on an A1. That's a massive skill right there. Champions like Miscreate a Monster have a 50% chance on their 2-hit A1. Or like Hackhorn Smashlord, who's a legendary, has a 50% chance on his A1, or maybe 55%, one of the two, on his A1. She's a rare. Book her out. She's got a 50% chance on her A1. Stun is a massive utility of a skill. Like I said, she reads like a support almost, but she's a DPS champion with a A1 that has a stun. 50% chance. That's massive. Her A2 has a 75% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Book it out. It's a 100% chance on a 3-turn cooldown to place poisons on everybody. It's only one poison, I got it, but it's on everybody. It doesn't do direct damage either. So it will not proc counterattacks. It will not proc it won't proc artifacts like a frozen set. It won't proc anything like that because you're not hitting the champion. You're not hitting the enemy. So, for example, if you put her in, like, say, Ice Golems, which we're going to take her into, she puts that poison on the big boss, the golem himself. It will not do damage when it places it, so it will not have a chance to trigger that Frigid Vengeance passive to come back and AoE the team. So, it's just placing the poisons on everybody. It's only one. I got it. Book it out. It's a 100% chance. 3-turn cooldown for 2-turn duration debuffs. Her A3, however, it's on a 6-turn cooldown. Got it. Book it out to a 4-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies, though. Heals this champion. Attacks all enemies, then heals this champion. The amount by which this champion is healed is equal to the damage inflicted. You build her with some damage capability. AoE attacks everybody on the enemy team, and boom, she's at full health again. It's pretty helpful. It's pretty nice. She does come with an aura, increases ally speed in arena battles by 16%. 16% speed lead aura in the arena, an A1 that has a stun capability. Maybe I should take her into content with arena, but we're not doing it today. You can check it out. You can test her out. Leave me a comment down below if you do. I would love to see how well she handles for you in the arena. But let's take her to Ice Golems here. We're doing Ice Golem stage 10. Low stage, I got it. But we got her paired up with a bunch of those supports here that are not developed very much. 4 stars, 1 5-star, level 40. She's only 4-star and level 40 herself as well. So let's get into it. Stage 10, it's not too high a stage. It's not too low either. It's got some difficulty to it. But again, remember, we're got a team that's underdeveloped here. So there it goes. Magus just cleared that wave with her AoE. That's how beautiful it actually is. You can see she's got a divine set on right now, so she actually starts with the shield here. A little helpful, a little more durability for her, right? Because she is an attack-based champion. She is squishy inherently. I don't like squishiness. I like to prevent it or negate it if I can. So I didn't want her to get wrecked. Even though she is attack based, she is damage producing. So here we go. Let's see if we can't see her stun in action when she does her A1. Boom. That was not her stun. I think that was her A2 at the matter anyways. So we're not going to see her stun go against the Ice Golem, right? There's her A2, sorry. Landed that poison. That one was the A1. That was an 8,000 crit A1, by the way. Not too shabby. Here we go. Her A1. The stun would have gone off, but the Ice Golem can't be stunned. So the debuff was blocked, right? But she just did almost a 7,000 crit on her A1 against the boss. There's her AoE. She just healed herself for 7, 8, and 3. She just healed herself for 18, 19,000 healing off her AoE against 3 targets. Because she can deal some damage, right? You want to be able to deal damage with her because she's an attack-based champion. She's DPS. She's there to deal damage for your team. She just brings some utility to you. So if you're going to build her out, you're going to use Magus in your content to get through that early or the mid game. I'm not sure how well she can handle end game just yet, but she just did a 10,000 crit to that add-on. Build her for DPS. She will bring utility to the table as an added bonus. She's got that AoE damage. She's got that AoE heal as a result of that damage that she does with that AoE. She just went down. Again, she's squishy, remember? But I got real quick tender. She's going to come right back up right now. Watch this. Boom. There she is. She's back on the team. Hopefully someone's going to heal her, though, because I got a bunch of supports. A bunch of healers. Nobody healed her. And she goes back down. It's okay, though. We're going to finish this round off. We should. We're going to finish this round off. We're going to jump over to her actual stats and show you just what I've got her built in. As you can see, even on level 10, she is too squishy for this right here because she went down and stayed down. Too squishy. You need to build her a little more durability or a little more focused shields to be able to keep her up or higher defensive buff up. She did 99,000 damage. She did just as much as the 5-star. Not as much as Chaplain did, though. Chaplin's a beast of a little champion. An attack-based, damage-based healer that I have been sleeping on. So, Magus. Here we go. Magus right here. I've got her set up in a double accuracy and a divine speed set. I wanted her to move a little faster, but I wanted that accuracy to be able to land that stun. Unfortunately, she didn't land the stun on the add-ons, which is where I would want her to put it on. But it just didn't proc because she only got 25%, so only 1 in 5 chance for the A1 to do it. Her stats, 13,000 HP. Not enough. As you can see, she's too squishy in my book. I don't like that too much. Her attack is at 1,200, almost 1,300. Her defense is 972. She could use some more defense, some more HP, but it's okay. Her speed is at 153. Not too bad. She could use a little more speed. That's why I got the divine speed set on her. Her crit rate is only 40%. That's not good. She needs to be dealt with damage. I need more crit on her. She needs 100% crit rate so she can deal more damage. She's an attack-based champion. She's got utility, yes, but she's there for DPS. And you want that A3 to maximize the damage she does so she can absorb as much HP, heal herself up, so you need more HP as well. Remember, she did 19,000 HP heal off of her 1 AoE against 3 targets. She only has 13,000 HP. She overhealed herself. So if she had like 25 or 30,000 HP, would have been more useful. Her crit damage is at 121% crit damage. Not too much crit damage for that crit rate. There's a 60% chance of not utilizing that crit damage. It's a wasted stat right now. Her resistance, 66, cool. Her accuracy is 166. She can land that stun as long as that stun procs. The problem is getting that stun to proc sometime. I don't have her booked out. Remember, free to play, I don't have thousands of rare books just laying around to just throw on whatever champion I want. I might book her out. I'm not entirely too sure, but we'll get that at another point. I'll make that decision some other time. However, her scrolls, her masteries, if you're going to build her out. So you got to figure out just what you want to do with her in your content to determine what you want to do here in the masteries. If you want her in arena for that speed lead and that A1 stun, then you want her in accuracy. You want her fast so she can go first, and you want her in accuracy as well. So you're going to want to consider putting her in some support masteries to get accuracy bonus, accuracy benefits, and then land the A1 a little bit. In the A, if you're going to be in the arena, you might want to consider putting offense down, go down to Helm Smasher, Flox Execution to get that crit damage, or maybe War Master. But if you're in arena, War Master is not entirely too beneficial because somebody with 50,000 HP does not have a high War Master proc like you do against the boss who has 160 million HP. So think about that when you do your offense tree. I would probably put her maybe in defense to consider. It's a toss-up between the defense and the offense, depending on what you want to use her for in your content. Definitely, I would say support for sure. But again, that's me. I love my supports. I love my utility. That's just me. Thank you for joining me through the video all the way through. I greatly appreciate the support. If you got some value out of this, if you think that Magus may be helpful in your content, hit that like button down below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you get out of here. Join the community. Join the mission, because together we are on a mission to create the most comprehensive library of champion guides that the Raid Shadow Legends community has ever seen and will ever see. I'll see you there.